So this here's your cowboy hat.
Yeehaw!
Or, as every insufferable douche you know calls it, the Stetson. We all know it, we all love it, here's where it came from. So, in the middle of the 1800s, hats in the West were ass. You got your top hats, you got your boon hats, you got your sombreros. All did one job pretty well, but were shit at all the rest. Sombreros sheltered you from the sun pretty good, but they were too big and got in the way of cowboying.
Fur hats sat too close to your head, and they didn't have a wide brim, so you overheated like fuck.
And top hats? They're fucking useless. Sorry, Abe Lincoln. You don't want no silk piece of shit out in the plains. So this dude, right? This dude from New Jersey. He's the son of a hatter. His name is
John B. Stetson.
And he goes out west to pan for gold. He sees how shit the hats are, right? And he thinks we can do better. So he goes back home and he works. He cuts, he sews, he hat makes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And out comes the perfect hat with the perfect name. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
The boss of the plains.
That's right, this little shit. This little ribbon-having, round piece of Sunday tea garbage was the original cowboy hat. Perfect for wrestling cattle or a day at the dog tracks, talking about Miss Nancy's new beau. Anyway, the hat was a hit. It was practical, people liked it, it became a staple in the West real quick. So what happened? How'd we end up with what we got today? Well, cowboys, they got a tough life. They spend their days out in the plains herding cattle, drinking whiskey, and shooting aliens. So what's gonna happen during all this? The hats got bent, they got dented, they got beat all to shit, and the ribbons would pop off. So when gruff old cowboy Jim rides into town, the little 8-year-old Billy 6-shooter sees him in his fucked up head topper, what's he gonna want? Does he wanna look like Miss Summer Daisy? Or gruff old shoot people kill the Indians? So, people began to crumple up their hats and dent the tops on purpose. And after a while, the Stetson company caught on and started selling them pre-bent. Kinda ironic when most people wearing cowboy hats today would act like you're fucking crazy for buying jeans with holes in the knees. So, by the time the 20th century rolls around, this new fucked hat is all iconic. And when movies start coming out and westerns are real popular, which hat you think the movie producers wanted their badass cowboy heroes wearing? They don't give a fuck about historical accuracy. This is Hollywood. So, the original boss of the plains hat was forgotten, lost to history and public consciousness for a long time. Nowadays, everyone knows what a cowboy hat is. Shut the fuck up, McCree. This isn't about you. So when, I ask you, did this become more beautiful than this?
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin.